Hi everybody. Tonight I am making something a little bit different. This is actually a chicken meatball leftover lasagna inside filling green bean thing that I'm actually going to mix with some rice that I put over here in my rice cooker. So this is the leftover stuff that I had from lasagna last night that we made, which came out awesome, by the way. What I'm doing is I'm mixing it with some green beans here, some tiny whole green beans, and then these meatballs that are gluten-free from Costco. They're called Kickin' Cranberry Chicken Meatballs. They're actually really good, and even though it says jalapeno peppers on it, they're not that strong. So if you have a problem with spicy food, I don't think these will bother you too much. So try those out. Mix it up with some rice and the leftover lasagna stuff, and throw the meatballs in there. Get nice and warm. Toss it on the rice, and you're good to go. Also, I want to go over 3 beers that I found that are really good. On this side is Greens. Let's see if you can see my finger there. Bard's and New Grist. There's also another one called Red Bridge. That looks like a micro brew, but it's actually a little bit larger brew. I think it's actually made by Budweiser. These are all gluten-free beers, but these 3 that you see on screen right now seem to be what I consider probably the better of the brews. Before I found out I was gluten intolerant, I was a big beer drinker. One of the ways I found that I was gluten intolerant was by drinking beer, and it messed me up pretty bad because it got tons of gluten in it. So these guys are gluten-free. This guy over here will run you about $6 to $8 a 6-pack. This one, the cheapest I've seen, is $9.99 at Bevmo, and this one's $6 a bottle, and that's a pretty small bottle, as you can see. So it's not cheap. It's actually really good though, and it seems to be pretty high in alcohol content because I just drank one and I'm pretty buzzed. Yeah, so great beers. Try them out, and I'll give you a close-up here so you get the labels. This is gluten-free Greens. And it's an amber ale. I think these are all ambers. Bard's is really good, and New Grist is probably one of the better ambers I've had that's gluten-free. These are all made with sorghum, so you shouldn't have any problem if you have gluten issues, but always double check. Yeah, so those are 3 of the beers. Now I'm going to sit down and have dinner with my hodgepodge of the stuff I have from leftover lasagna, and hope everything's going well, and stay gluten-free.